Anyone who has been paying attention to the world knows that we are headed for a collapse. That is undoubtedly the scenario that's coming ahead. But some people are still in denial, and this is quite unfortunate. And I find that many people are really stretching their limits. See, as bad as consumer confidence is statistically, you still see people in the major cities buying and buying and buying, and their bank accounts are stripped to the absolute minimum, and they live paycheck to paycheck. This is in any country that you live in the major cities, you're going to find this. So what are people doing? Because they suspect that down the road, there's not going to be an issue for them. Sure, maybe they know somebody who's unemployed, but that's not really an issue for them because they're employed at the moment. But what happens when you become unemployed? Suddenly, that paycheck isn't coming in. So you need to go on the government welfare system. You turn over to the food stamp program, perhaps you turn over to the welfare or the unemployment. And the government keeps stretching these numbers further and further and expanding their programs because more and more people are finding themselves in this situation. Now, what happens when everyone or so many people find themselves in the situation? Well, you end up in a collapse scenario. This is what we're talking about. This is nothing, extreme to really think about. It's just an acceleration of what we're in right now. If you find that there's nobody really around you that's unemployed, take a look harder, take a look deeper into other cities and other regions. Look at what's happened in Detroit. Look at how many areas in California are on the verge of bankruptcy right now. This is a terrible thing. If you're in this cash-based system, if you're in the banking system with your money, you're going to be in a really, really big problem. If you only have one source of income coming in, that's your 9-to-5 job, it really is a real risky proposition for your whole family because with only that one source, if that link is broken, you will be unemployed. Perhaps the government, you may not qualify for these programs, and then what's going to happen? You're going to be undoubtedly poor. We do not want to be getting on the government welfare system in any way, shape, or form. It is not a good idea. Take a look at the people who are simply unable to climb out of this ever because it is a never-ending cycle. And of course, this is done intentionally because the jobs have been shipped overseas. All the well-paying manufacturing jobs are all gone, and it's getting worse. Many of the factories are closing down and opening up in the third world. And not only that, our tax dollars go to build those factories, like, for example, in Brazil and China. General Motors has been an accomplice to this. And what happens? See, we need to ultimately protect ourselves, protect our families, and that is my message. That is what I do here at the Money GPS. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and head down below into the description and you will find some free books. Please share them with your friends and family.